The restaurant lights glittered against the glass windows, laughter spilling out into the night air. I thought I was imagining it, but when I leaned closer, my heart stopped. My husband was inside, smiling, leaning forward, holding hands with the woman across the table. And when she turned, her face lit by the candle between them, I froze. It wasn't just anyone. It was my sister. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that will make your heart race, your jaw drop, and your eyes fill with tears. The wind stung my face as I stood outside that restaurant, unable to move, unable to breathe. For weeks I had suspected something was wrong. Michael had been distant, his phone glued to his hand, excuses dripping from his lips like honey turned sour. I told myself it was stress, work, anything but betrayal. But now, watching him lean closer to Vanessa, my sister, my own flesh and blood, I felt the world tilt sideways. His hand covered hers on the table. His lips curved into that smile I once thought was mine alone. My knees trembled. I wanted to storm inside, to scream, to rip the tablecloth from under them. But I couldn't. Not yet. I turned and walked away, my heels striking the pavement like tiny hammers pounding nails into my heart. At home, the silence was unbearable. Every corner of the house smelled like him. Every picture frame showed his arm around me. Yet, those same arms had been wrapped around my sister. I locked myself in the bathroom, my reflection a stranger. Who was I now? The betrayed wife. The foolish sister. My phone buzzed. A message from Michael. Working late. Don't wait up. My lips curled into a bitter smile. Working late. Yes, with my sister. The next morning Vanessa called. Her voice was light, cheerful, as though nothing had happened. Hey sis. Just checking in. How are you? I gripped the phone so tightly my knuckles went white. Did she think I didn't see her? Did she really believe she could smile at me while stealing the man I vowed to spend my life with? I'm fine, I whispered, though every word tasted like ash. Good, she said sweetly. We should catch up soon. It's been too long. I wanted to ask her how long she had been catching up with my husband behind my back. But instead I hung up. For days I carried the secret like a stone in my chest. Michael came home, kissed my cheek, asked about dinner, and slid into bed beside me as though nothing had changed. I lay awake, his breath warm against my shoulder, and wondered how many lies it took to make a marriage. I decided to test him. Michael, I whispered one night, are you happy with me? He shifted, half asleep. Of course, he murmured. Why wouldn't I be? His hand slid across my waist. I swallowed hard, knowing that same hand had touched Vanessa only hours before. The breaking point came on a Friday evening. He left the house, saying he had a late meeting. My pulse thundered as I followed his car, headlights off, heart pounding. He drove across town and parked near the same restaurant. I waited in the shadows until she arrived. Vanessa, my sister. She walked with that same confident stride, her hair bouncing, her lips painted red. Michael rushed to greet her, his arms wrapping around her in an embrace that should have been mine. My breath caught. My blood boiled. I couldn't watch any longer. I stormed inside, my heels echoing like a war drum. Heads turned. Michael froze, his eyes widening in horror as he saw me. Vanessa's smile faltered, her lipstick suddenly too bright, too fake. Well, I said, my voice trembling but loud enough for the whole room to hear. Isn't this cozy? Michael stammered. It's not what it looks like. Oh, it looks exactly like what it is, I cut in. My sister's eyes filled with panic, but she said nothing. The restaurant grew silent. The candlelight flickered. My world shattered. That night, the house was no longer a home. Michael begged, pleaded, swore it was a mistake, a one-time thing. But his eyes betrayed him. Vanessa avoided me for days, then sent a message. I didn't mean for it to happen. Please forgive me. Forgive her. Forgive him. The two people I trusted most had torn my soul apart. Packed a bag. Not because I was weak but because I needed strength. Staying would kill me slowly. Leaving might help me breathe again. Weeks passed. I stayed with a friend, avoiding Michael's calls, ignoring Vanessa's texts. But one evening he showed up at the door, desperate. "Please listen to me," he begged, eyes red, hair disheveled. "It's over with her. I want us back." I stared at him, the man I once loved more than life itself, and saw nothing but lies stitched together in a human form. "Over with her," I whispered. "She's my sister. It will never be over. You destroyed more than a marriage. You destroyed a family." His silence was answer enough. But betrayal doesn't end in silence. Vanessa appeared at my friend's doorstep days later, tears streaking her face. "I'm pregnant," she confessed. The world tilted again. Pregnant. With Michael's child. My knees buckled, my heart crumbled, and my hands shook as rage and sorrow collided inside me. "How could you?" I whispered, voice breaking. "You had everything, my trust, my love, and you still took what wasn't yours." Vanessa sobbed, but I turned away. Some wounds cut too deep to heal. Months passed. I rebuilt my life brick by fragile brick. Divorce papers were signed. Vanessa gave birth to a child that carried Michael's eyes. I never went to see them. Some stories don't need an ending, only distance. But sometimes late at night, I wonder if they ever think of me. The woman they betrayed, the sister they abandoned, the wife they discarded. And then I remind myself, I am not the broken one. They are. Every lie has its day of truth. And sometimes the hardest goodbye is the one that sets you free.